I still grieve, I still cry, I still miss them. Nothing changes. Do I reflect on mental health and dying to suicide all the time? Memories, memorials, always make me reflect on the fact that I've lost my 2 sons to suicide. It's impacted my family, and it constantly will impact on my life, I guess, as well as a mum. Definitely as a mum, losing children, that is really hard. So I have struggle moments, but at the most, I guess, as time goes by, and it's hard to say time, but time does heal your coping better for that loss. And I do miss them constantly.
When you're at rock bottom, asking for help can be one of the hardest things to do. It takes bravery, it takes courage. The truth is, when you're thinking about ending your life, you're trying to look and see something that'll keep you grounded to life and wanting to continue. Often there's no hope, and people are often desperately trying to hold on to that hope. And often what people actually need is somebody to reach in, to see them, to ask sometimes that uncomfortable question. But the power of that question can be life-saving. It can be that releasing of a pressure valve, opening that door to talking. And the reality is sometimes the answer might not be suicide. It might be about a relationship. It might be something else that they feel they can't go on. But you don't know unless you ask. So instead of just telling people to reach out, let's start preparing ourselves to reach in, to notice the signs, to have the courage to ask. And let's also have the courage for what the answers may be. That's how we're going to keep each other safe.
I think this is an interesting statement because, in a sense, sometimes a suicide attempt may be attention-seeking or a cry for help. But I think the problem is in the use of the word just. It seems to me that society has this attitude of, oh, they're just attention-seeking, so we should ignore them. However, I would say that if someone is so desperate that they make an attempt on their own life, then we should give them some attention. I know that when I have attempted suicide, it has been out of utter despair. Did I need attention in that moment? Yeah, I really did. It would have been so helpful to get some support or understanding. However, what I usually got was that attitude of, you're just attention seeking. I find it incredibly sad that if someone attempts suicide and survives that attempt, they're often labelled as just attention seeking. But then, if the person dies by suicide, it's described as a horrific tragedy, and people talk about what could possibly have been done to prevent it. Well, maybe, in some instances, we could have prevented it by giving the person the attention they were crying out for.
I used my own lived experience to help others by sharing personal stories of my own recovery journey, by role modeling resilience, providing empathetic support based on shared understanding. Hold hope for a brighter future. Individualize one's true opinion on their own recovery. Walk beside them to guide what they want, to support them through the toughest of times. To be a rock for someone who understands what they go through when no one else does. Advocate for better mental health reform. Reduce the stigma of those who have walked in my shoes, past and into the future.